As the sun sets on another beautiful day in Satisfactory, I may or may not have adjusted a few things. Well, not only did I fix it, I also looked in the comments and realized there were some issues with my current setup, so I decided to add on. Not only did I double, like I said I would, I may have quadrupled it. So after sitting down and doing some careful calculations and some help from a few people in the comments, thank you very much, I realized that I could actually produce way more power. Like an absolute butt ton of power. Like if there was a truck, I would have crushed it kind of power. So yeah, I may or may not have added 6 pipes to the system, all of which I have reworked in order to intertwine one another and produce just enough water to feed 32 of these beasts. So I went to work filling out all of the foundation, and I did this off recording, so I don't even have like a sped up version of this to show. I'm sorry if that's something people really wanted. I don't want to bore people either. So let me know in the comments if this actually is good, bad, if I should change some things up. I'm open to suggestions. So these can produce 120 coal, but I don't have enough reinforced iron plates to take 120 coal and move it. So all I have to do is get it out of the system. So I just make a little itty bitty one, put a splitter on it, split it down to 60. I can handle 60. So unless a machine takes 120, I can still produce it. I don't have to manhandle 120. Besides all of the questions and all of me rambling on about my new system, I'm actually going to get to work doing exactly what we're going to do today, which is not sit here and look at the beautiful pipe work that I converted from spaghetti back to a actual reasonable looking system. No, today we're going to be actually starting up all of our outposts and getting all of the production line installed in our old factory. But just for kicks, let's see how much power I'm actually producing, because I don't need all this power. In fact, I'm not sure I will ever need... No, that's not true. I'm sure I will need all of this power. 2,400 megawatts, which is right on the money to what someone told me I could produce with this. So you were 100% correct. And I have my biomass burners on back home, which is why it says I have a capacity of 2,700. That there shows you that we ramped up from 350 to 2,750 megawatts. Just on my crude math, we almost 10 times it. Actually, it's exactly 9 times it. I'm happy with that for now. So I'm just going to leave and I'm going to forget that that exists until it breaks, and then I'll have to go back and fix it. Right now, I've got a bigger mess on my hands. I have a lot of iron and a lot of production that needs to be swapped over. Now that we're back, I'm going to do exactly what we should have done last episode, which is I'm going to finish up all of the milestones that I've been waiting to do. Ooh, what can I do to make my next Xeno Zapper? That's a good question. That's something I need to make because it's the Xeno Basher. It is. It's an electric bat is what it... I need 2 Xeno Zappers? Well, no wonder. Its damage is horrible. What's the damage on this thing? Oh, actually 3 times. I really won't have to worry too much about things. I kind of want to get the gun, but you didn't hear me say that. So I'm going to be working toward that end of the research on the MAM. As soon as I get the Xeno Basher, though, I'm just going to call it a bat. Let's just be honest. That's what it is. I mean, it's cool and all, but... that's much better. It wasn't much bigger than the other one. That's what I was going to say. This is huge. Oh, listen to that. Oh, that's a nice meaty sound. I can't imagine that thing coming in contact. There it is. The rebar gun. It's for construction, I'm sure. How do I make rebar gun? I make rebar gun by making... I make animal protein. Okay, fine. Well, where's the animal stuff? I will make as much animal protein as I can make. Is that what this is? I thought that that was like for smelting and crafting and stuff, but it might just be ovens for cooking. That's cool. I kind of want a workbench that has an oven attached to it, although I don't know why I would ever use one of those, but I would just want one, just because it might be cool. Oh, I thought I needed 8. Why did I think I needed 8? I thought I had just enough. Well, crap. I made way more than I needed to. Hopefully that's not going to come back to bite me in the butt. Now, what can I do here? Medicinal inhaler. I can do that. I can totally do that. Oh my God. Protein inhaler. No, I thought it was a medicine. A medical inhaler, not just inhalable protein. Now I have to find and hunt down 5 animals in order to make the DNA I need in order to get the rebar gun. So that's going to be my side quest today. And if I complete it, great. If I don't, not great, but I guess I won't be out anything either.
Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Progress to the next phase is now possible? Is that what you're... So all I need is steel in order to get to this next phase. That's understandable, especially since I have to be producing steel in order to get any of these tiers unlocked. I guess I have outgrown my manufacturing plant, which is nice because that's kind of when I plan to do it anyway. I guess now I absolutely have to do the outposts, which is one of the big reasons why I planned on doing them. So let's go get to work. So the second I tear down one of these, we have officially stopped producing resources back at our main manufacturing center, our base, if you will. Cross our fingers, hopefully this is going to work. There it goes, all of our production. Hopefully we have enough resources to actually get that done, and I have enough time to put it all back together the way it's supposed to be. And I suspect that eventually I'm going to end up abandoning this and probably moving into a different, better location. I know that that's probably inevitable, that I will have to do that eventually. But as of right now, this one's functioning just fine, and I have the room. Okay, I'm stubborn. I really want to use this because I spent a lot of time building it. I hate to do it, but my calculations must have been a little off, mainly because of the fact I didn't do any. When I quadrupled my production of everything, I went way above and beyond on a lot of this, including the concrete and including some of the iron rods. I'm just going to have to start dumping in order to clear out this area, just all these resources, which I feel horrible about because I've worked really hard to make them. But at this point, I'm making too many, and I don't know what else to do with them. It has to be done, though. This is the price for progress. That's what I keep telling myself every time I run into a situation where I'm not loving what's going on. Like when I have to clear out a lot of the native life, which they come back. It's a video game. They spawn back in, but still, it does make me feel a little uneasy doing it, which is what's going to make this a lot more difficult. But at least it'll be easier with this giant electric bat. Ooh, 2 swings? Are you kidding? And I think I might have actually hit this one too. Maybe not. Maybe it just tripped itself. Definitely more difficult on my conscience, but way easier in practice. I do kind of feel a little bad, but just a little bit. Only because of the fact that they've terrorized me for the longest time. It's my turn. But now it's time to collect my power slug and get all of this hooked up. The electric's on, and the miners are mining, and all the drills are running. And I know people are probably going to ask, so I'll just get it out of the way now. I have a giant orange box. Now, the reason I have a giant orange box is there are some things that I've been trying to keep under wraps about some ideas for the future videos, but I'm not sure how they're going to work, so I have to build something in order to figure out how it's supposed to work before I show it. And I've been working on it little by little because I don't want to just spend a couple days working on it because I still want to put out videos too. I can't tell you much more about it, but just expect that eventually that giant orange box will be removed and I will be repurposing that area in the future. But right now, I need to repurpose this area down here for my own purposes instead of the wildlife purposes. And with that last connection, everything's running. This outpost is finally ready to rock. I have 8 different iron nodes that I just hooked up to. I've got 2 more copper, which, I mean, they're not pure copper, so it's kind of just like 1. And I have 1 more concrete. And it's all producing, all running into this line, which I am currently utilizing the new vertical stackable conveyor pole thing that it recommended I use, which I kind of love. It kind of does work really well. Now, the weird thing is some of this is still backed up. Now, the reason for that is because this dead ends here, and I have to get all these all the way back. So that's what I'm going to be working on right this second. Did I need to use 2,000 concrete, about 1,500 iron rods, and 4,000... No, sorry. I miscalculated. Make that 6,000 iron plates in order to construct all of this? No, absolutely not. Do I regret any of it? Yes, absolutely. But was it fun doing it? 100%. I love this. And I can start producing a little bit of steel and figure out how that's going to work. Now, the first step in that is tearing this all down. This is garbage. It's horrible. I don't know why anyone thought this was going to be a good idea, and I am ashamed of it. Not really. I am proud of this thing, and it's produced pretty much absolutely everything we needed all the way up to this point. It's just, unfortunately, now it's obsolete, so it's time to upgrade. Well, I haven't reworked the downstairs yet, but I cleared out enough room to play around with the foundry a little bit. These boxes stand as a testament to the spaghetti that I had up here, which actually worked really well and I'm very proud of, but is now gone, and it's kind of bittersweet to see it go, but it taught me a lot. It taught me a little bit better way to organize things and to store things. So that's what I'm kind of working on here, as well as I realized my mail sorting system over here is actually functional and it works pretty well. Functional enough that I have all of the ingots up here that I need to play with the foundry. So it's not going to be a permanent addition up here, but I do want to put it out and actually see how this is going to work. The other downside to actually putting the foundry here is that means I'm also going to have to run a little bit of electricity. Probably not permanently, but at least I have 2 just in case. Now, let's see how this thing is going to work. It has 2 ins, 1 out. That's expected because it makes alloys, it said. I need to get into steel ingots. What is steel other than iron and... Ooh, iron and carbon. Yeah, so it's iron ore. Oh, 45 per minute. That sucks. Actually, that's not bad. 45 per minute's not bad. The fact I'm gonna have to bump up my coal production is kind of a pain. But I'm thinking I could use a coal node nearby to do it. I'm definitely not getting this set up here because I don't even have the coal I need that I need to run this way. But it looks like I need to take another adventure off into the wilderness and figure out where my next coal node is going to be. So let's figure out where that is, because I think there's one here and then there's probably one 800 that way or something like that. There's the ones that we were using. There's the other one. Oh crap, is that the node out in the middle of nowhere? Oh, I think it's the floating island, or like that little mountain that pops up. But that's over by my other area, so I can actually bring the coal back on this wall of conveyor. Okay, well, now I know what I'm going to be doing in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this one, and remember to take care and goodbye!